Hello. How's everybody today? Here comes Jera.
Hi.
Hi.
Is there people? I don't see anybody.
Let me see. Who's in here?
Me. I
Can you hear me? Oh, it's just you?
I think so.
I guess it's just me and you.
Okay, so I can take off my fake hair then. Nobody will mind.
Oh, you got fake hair on? That's cool.
Huh?
Why
No,
I'm not
done. I was halfway done, so I made it myself.
Is it on?
I
think there's people coming. There's the Bat Mom is in there.
There's what?
Yeah, the Bat Mom. She's in there. Hi, Bat Mom. Hi, sister. Can you hear us? Can somebody say if they can hear us?
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm taking out hair.
Anybody can hear us.
What? I don't even know how to get on it.
Okay. The Authentic Happiness Show on YouTube.
I did.
I'm addicted. I
How's everybody? Oh, Moggs is closing up. Cool. That's cool. That gives me a little bit of chance to chill for a second. So, Jera, how are you? We didn't get to talk before the show, so.
I know. I'm good. I am still testing positive slightly.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I know. Sucky, huh?
Yeah.
I want to go see my parents.
Damn, you haven't seen your mom in a really long time.
I know. I don't like that. My dad's in a lot of pain, too. Unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, your dad is in a lot of pain? Why?
Yeah, his back. And physical therapy's not helping. He needs Susie. He needs Susie therapy.
Yeah, he does. Dude, I'm a
healer. Who did I hear in the background? Is Aisha there?
Hi, Aisha.
Hi, Aisha. Hello. Is she coming in to the room?
She's gonna listen and moderate. Probably she'll pop in and give her piece, her 2 cents.
Sweet. Oh, I see her.
I was gonna pop on the Mogion show and tell everybody to come over here, but I was super busy.
No worries.
It's all right. I'm gonna watch it.
What were you getting at Michael's?
I got some nothing. I couldn't find anything that I wanted.
You got some nothing?
So then I went next door to the Dollar Tree, and I found a cool thing. I found some frames for my certificates.
Yay!
And a cool thing that I'm going to make something out of. I don't know what.
Your lipstick has light on it?
Yep, my mother-in-law got this for me. It's got a little mirror and a light, and you can be like...
Oh, that's cool.
So, hi, Sandra. How are you? Everybody's going to be coming in.
Hi, Bat Mom.
The Bat Mom. She's so cool.
Bat Mom.
I wish she was going camping with us, too. That'd been fun.
When are you going?
Well, so this other podcast that my sister does called The Mogion Monster, he is having a camp out and he invited like all of his subscribers. But not everybody's going to go, but it's going to be like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 15 people. And me and my sister and the kids are going to go. And
oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, we're going to go camping for like 4 days.
When is that?
The 22nd, I think.
Of July? And you're going to the lake?
Because I know I did. I took it out because it was crappy. Oh, make our pics smaller. Oh, okay. So let's see how we do that. Boop, right here. That way? Boop, boop. Better, sister? Or we could do... Oh, you don't like us big like this? Or camera 1, camera 2.
Camera 1, camera 2.
Great. Now it's stuck, Jared.
Uh-oh.
But
July 23rd. I'm a July baby also.
whose
July
birthday is July 23rd?
Bat Mom's daughter.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Jared is July 17th.
Oops.
Yeah. At least
will always
we
know
think
your
so, since I haven't actually seen my birth certificate.
That's right. It's kind of a mystery. It might be a mystery, yeah.
Well, because I was born at 12:30 p.m. and I've always thought that was like a very exact time. So I wonder if the time's different. Maybe.
Who knows? You know what? Time isn't real anyways. It's a social
That's
construct. I'm just
true.
kidding. Okay, so I disappeared, but I'm still here.
Okay.
There I am. No, I don't want that behind me. Anyways, how many people do we got in here? 4? All right, so I guess we could I was about to make a really cool video, but I didn't have time to make it.
Ah.
I had stuff typed on my Google Docs and I thought it saved and it didn't. I don't think.
What were you trying to make?
I just had stuff typed that for the show.
Oh crap.
Maybe it's on my other Google. Let me check. Hang
on. What was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, I was going to tell you that if you have any pictures of us, because I don't have any. I don't know. I might have 1 or 2, but I can't find them. I'll have to really search. I think we should show our pictures of our younger self.
I do. Let me open my other.
That'd be badass, kind of. I mean, my sister already put the dorkiest picture that she could possibly find. So it's like the cat's already out of the bag. Yes, I had an awkward stage.
No, you didn't. Like, you were super cute. I was the awkward one.
Actually, you didn't have an awkward. You didn't. You were always like, you went through the whole time being pretty cool.
I had teeth that were so crooked. I wore a headgear.
Yeah, you did.
What are you talking about? Nobody else wore a headgear.
Yeah. I was kind of stuck in the troublemaker stage for a really long time, so it kind of didn't leave me any time for anything else. Okay, so do you want to start talking about the water? Water. Yeah. So you guys are probably like, what the heck is she talking about? Well, I am talking about, okay, let me tell you a story. So there was an experiment done, and somebody took 2 things of water and spoke kindly to one and had it in a nice environment, and then put one in like a shitty area and talked shitty to it and was like, yeah, to this one. Oh, and there was 3, and then there was a control one that just was regular, right?
No, it was ignored.
Oh yes, it was ignored. That's important. And then he froze the water. And he looked at the ice crystals underneath the microscope, and the water that was nice, the water that everybody was nice to, was so beautiful, most beautiful, like snowflake type of crystals, perfectly geometrically perfect. Symmetrical. And then the angry ones, the ice crystals were all angry, like very, like you could tell it was strife. And then how did
it was just as bad. I think if it was the worst one.
It was the worst one. The ignored one was even worse, was just the worst one.
But that was the rice experiment too.
Mm-hmm. And so he did that one. Then he also did another experiment with rice. And he like did the same thing. And the rice that was talked kindly to
fermented
was perfect. It didn't go bad and all that.
Yeah, it like fermented really nice.
And
it was nice. It was a good thing.
What I also read about it is like he actually didn't, some of them, he didn't even like speak the word. He just wrote the word and taped it to the jar.
Oh yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
And music too.
And music.
Yeah. He put like "I hate you" on one of the rice.
That's a horrible word. I hate that word.
And then I love you on one of the jars, and the I hate you jar, it was all black and
Oh, okay. So, and then on the rice that he was nasty to, and the rice that was ignored, it was just like rancid and disgusting, and like started turning right away, and it was just horrible. So, what
right,
that whole experiment was about consciousness of that water. That water has consciousness. Things that living things. Okay, well we know. Everybody knows. Every living thing has consciousness. So he was testing the water's consciousness, and it he tested it and it succeeded. He proved that it was. So the reason why I thought this was so interesting is because I used to talk really bad to myself. Like I would, if I like dropped something, I would be like, "Oh, you're such a dumbass," or "Oh, you stupid." And I would do like I could get pretty bad with it. That's lightly, but I could get pretty bad with it, and it's not a good thing, right? So this whole documentary, when I saw it, it changed my whole way of being. And so what he does, he tells you to do is like you should thank your water. You should be like, oh, you can't see it. You should be like, water, thank you for being water, and thank you for hydrating my body, and just drink it up. And
right,
because your body is already 70% water. So like if you're talking back to yourself when you do something stupid, then that water, not only yourself, your self-consciousness, but your whole body is reacting to that. So now I don't talk bad to myself anymore. I don't say shit like that to myself at all. And if I do, I catch myself immediately and I tell myself something true and positive. Because usually when you tell yourself those dumb things, when you're like, oh, I'm such a dumbass, it's not true. Like what percentage of truth is it really that I'm a dumbass? So my sister, don't say anything, Nikki. So you got to tell yourself something positive and something true.
right.
So
And I was reading too. So sound, it's called somatics. Like sound carries with it the ability to has the ability to organize and rearrange like matter. So water molecules included. So you're right. Like not just your words, but also like the tone of your voice.
mhm,
Uh, and whether you are being sincere or not, those things can
your thoughts,
change. Yeah, it rearranges matter. Um,
your true, your
so
true. Like I guess the water could probably sense your true like sense of being. Like if you're a shitty person, could it sense it?
I
Okay.
would hope so. I would think so.
So what do you think the whole earth is doing with all these shitty people around? It's just absorbing all that shittiness.
Well, we're
And
polluting it, kind of like polluting the water is like polluting our consciousness. But I think like that show that I was listening to yesterday. I think that it is possible to turn like bad water into good water. Um, if we meditate on it, but polluting the water and polluting the earth is not just bad for like us to drink it. It's bad for our being, our everything. So
yeah,
I agree. I was never a big water drinker, and I am now. And I thank my water. I thank it, and I give it the blast of love.
it's something like I do too. I say I thank my water, and I don't call myself stupid anymore. So that whole documentary kind of like did something for me.
Yeah, and it's precious. I grew up on the water at Lake Powell, which is why it's so sad that it's
I know
dry.
you were always at the lake. You guys were boat people.
Yep, we were. I learned how to water ski before I learned how to swim. So I learned how to water ski when I was 4, and I didn't learn how to swim till I was 8. So thank God for life jackets. Oh, and when you learn how to water ski, let go of the rope when you fall. You just drag under the water. But yeah, and I was looking up different like sources for water. I don't know if you know about the Hassayampa River.
No, I don't.
So it's a water that I believe the head of it starts just north of Prescott, and it goes we about mom I agree with you. it goes under, so it's actually an underwater river as well. So it's sometimes when the river looks dry, it's actually goes as deep as 800 feet underneath us, and it flows down through Wickenburg. So um, I don't know. You got to keep in mind how you pollute the earth too, because there is water that we might have to tap into someday that's like deep underground.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want to get that all nasty.
Hey,
I don't know.
I'm looking.
I wonder. I don't know if anybody watched the Arizona governor debate on TV, but I didn't. So I was wondering if anybody said anything about what we plan to do about the water.
Now, what are we planning on doing about that, people?
Yeah.
I'm looking for it. Okay.
I think we just need to tap into positivity, and maybe the water won't be so drought. Maybe there won't be a drought if everybody stops being shitty.
Right? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
We can also say catch monsoon water and use that to garden or for
There's
our
ways. There's
and-
ways.
Aeroponics.
It's aeroponics. It's called aeroponics.
Aeroponics?
The thing in the tower.
Yeah, that's how you get water out of the air.
No. It's like when you can grow food in the towers.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
okay.
recycles the water.
So yeah, it's a type of gardening.
Right.
It's like if shit goes down, you can like stack buckets.
No,
and
it's like a PVC pipe, and then you can make like a bunch. It's like kind of like a
stacked garden, like hydroponics.
And you could grow a bunch of them in like a small space.
Yeah, you could be creative. I mean, I saw one with buckets when I was after you told me about that. I looked it up. It's pretty cool.
You can collect. They sell on Amazon too. Rainwater collector thingy majigger bobs. I think I might get one. Got to learn how to garden first, though. I don't want to
put the seed in it.
My dad knows how. He's going to teach me, but
yeah,
I want to know well enough to know if I'm killing the plant, it's probably me, and it's not the rainwater.
It's the rainwater. I've killed a few plants in my day.
Yeah. My husband accidentally killed a turtle once.
You did? You killed a turtle? Do you remember when we found there was a bluegill that we brought home from the lake and then it died, and then we buried it, and when we had a funeral for it, and then it was just a little bluegill, but instead of saying a prayer, we said grace.
Yep. Ready? Let's say it. Okay, ready, set, go. We said, God is good, God is great.
God is great. Thank you for this food, amen. And then we're like, wait, should we have said that? We said grace. That was cute though.
It was cute. I think we buried it with like a cinder block, didn't we?
We did. We dug a little bit of a hole, and then we kept checking it for a couple of weeks after that. But then one day it disappeared. Probably a cat got it or something.
Oh yeah, we probably thought it resurrected, huh?
Let me see who's in the chat. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat. Let's say hi to Stevie B. She's beautiful.
Oh,
and Mr. Haywood, hello. Hi, Jen. Oh, I'm so glad you guys came to the show. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, so I plan to do a little experiment with water. I'm gonna do the pinto bean thing and see how.
Do the pinto bean thing. That'll be awesome. Are you gonna be mean? Ooh, I want to go to your house and be mean to the bean.
Yeah, or we should do avocados, and because those actually sit in water when you get them started.
Don't you dare be mean to the avocados.
No, I won't be mean to the avocado, just the water. Microwaving water actually does bad things too, because I did an experiment like that before.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Well, I got 2 plants, and I watered one with just regular water, and then I watered one with water that had been microwaved. It doesn't grow like regular water.
Wow,
so
probably not.
Water is not. I don't think it's good for water. So, and we eat that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think they looked into that when they made microwaves. Kind of like, back in the day when they first discovered radiation, they had like radioactive cigarettes and radioactive gum. They used to sleep with the radioactive stuff because it glowed.
Oh,
and then they were like, everybody's getting cancer.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember? Here's something kind of radioactive. Do you remember when we would go to slumber parties and we'd pop those glowy things and put this stuff on us? That was probably not healthy. That was probably not good for us.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. Yeah. I know
Yeah, it was
somebody that
probably
stuck
not.
those in the microwave.
What did they stick in there?
Glow sticks. Well, not
Oh,
they didn't. It was kids that did it.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that is so crazy. So I wrote a few things about Mr. Emoto down.
Okay.
So he's passed away already. And he passed away. He worked with this man named Russell Anderson. He was the president and founder of the Clear Vision company. And
Ow!
What?
That's that thing I sent you. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I listened to it. Did you?
Yeah, he was the Clearwater guy.
Yes, I totally took notes off of that show. It was really, really cool.
Yeah. Okay, sorry
so
to interrupt.
says, I'll tell you what he says. He says that he has his perception of water having consciousness is he was telling about how the importance of water for all life, which we all know that, duh. And he talks about how water is a tremendous vehicle for information. Sounds cool, right? So through Dr. Emoto's experiments, he discovered that water is consciousness. Doesn't that make sense? It makes a lot of sense.
It does to me.
The molecular structure of water is polar, and so are we. We're all polar too, and the Earth is polar, and so that says something. So that's very similar to ours too, and that shows, that it's very, very positive that it has consciousness. And so that means with both negative and positive ions. And so he says that a bunch of science shit, during that thing. He said a bunch of science shit about the HH and the H2O and the whatever. The negatives and the positives are uneven. They're not balanced. And there's an extra H in the H2O. So I don't know what any of that means, but that's all the bunch of science shit that he said. But they called it the Trinity family. Isn't that crazy? That's water. They call it the Trinity family. And like when you say Trinity, like I think of like the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. But so that's kind of holy, right? And so that's basically the spiritual part of water. And if we pollute all of our water, we destroy it. So when we pollute, we're polluting our own consciousness. That's why things are shitty. And let me tell you this. In that video that you sent me, he talked about how a perfect example of it is mental illness in the world.
Right?
Yes, that's just one. And so if you think of, there's another one would be crime.
Right. Politics. That's mental illness.
So yeah, that was some of the interesting points out of that. I think that's all I wrote down. It was a really good video. I'll put the link up to that too. I really like that channel. It's called Inspired here on YouTube, and it's awesome.
Yes, I know it is. It's great. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
So like I tell Susie, it's crazy when you think about it. All the water that's ever been here is here. Like, all the water we've ever used, unless it comes in a comet or something, like all the water we've ever used or will use is here, already here. So it is something that's so important. I don't know if there's ways that we can advocate for people to actually make it a priority to save our water, to clean our water. Did you know that you can actually create electricity off of salt water and fresh water mixing? So there's all kinds of ways that we can tap into a clean way to make energy too out of the ocean water and fresh water. There's lakes, like I was telling you, Susie, that are underneath the ocean floor, freshwater lakes.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were to put plants, and I don't know why, there's all this research I found. It says every cubic meter of fresh water that mixes with seawater produces about 0.65 kilowatt hours of energy.
What?
Yeah, that's not a huge amount. However, if they were to make these plants that would do that, it would have enough. It says it would be enough power. Oh yeah, hang on one sec. Enough. Okay, so globally, if you were to put these plants on the coastal seawaters and use wastewater treatment plants, which is actually another way that they can use salt water, it would generate enough power to power more than 1,700 homes for a year. So they need to, that would be great for places like California where there's a lot of fires because there's a lot of power outages. Unfortunately, our losing water from the Colorado River is not just going to impact the water, it also will impact the electricity. So Lake Mead, I checked it today, and it was, I believe it's 1,042 feet is where the water level is at. So if it drops below 950, it won't be able to generate electricity at all, or water, or send us water. Yeah.
Gosh, well, there's so many things we can do, and they threaten us all the time that like we're not going to have all this and we're not going to have all that, but we will find a way. How about that? So,
right.
They just they're going to underestimate the people really bad because the people are going to make shit happen. And when people are pissed, they make shit happen faster and stronger and better.
Right.
I mean, when they're pissed for a good reason, not when you're pissed for a bad reason, because I guess that would pollute the water, right? That would be bad.
Right. Right. Yeah. So water is important. Everybody, thank your water, and thank your bath water. Thank your swimming pool water. Thank all the water. It also every single night I go to bed, I fall asleep listening to water sounds.
Ooh, that's nice.
It naturally relaxes, and psychologically they believe that it helps regulate waves in your brain, so that's why it calms people naturally. And we all came in, like I said yesterday, we all came into the earth in water.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
When water got broken water, when your water breaks.
Yep.
So the link is in chat. If anybody wants to come on and join the convo, come on in. Come and have a chat with us. Maybe we'll end up in a different rabbit hole.
Oh, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting an electronic. I'm getting a a microscope, Susie.
Ooh, fun!
I'm gonna actually get it. I'm like, Susie and I are gonna play with this.
Hell yeah, we are. So we're gonna freak ourselves out because I mean, if you look,
we're gonna look at everything.
Yeah. Oh, well, because that app, we put this app on our phone, and it's like some kind of magnifier app, and we were talking all day, right? When we were doing the yard sale, and then we both started playing with that app. We were quiet for like for a little while, for like 30 minutes, and we'd be like, "Whoa, check this out!" And it's a really cool app. With your phone, you can see things like microscopically.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited. I want to look at the ice crystals because I find it so interesting that they all start out with a hexagon.
Oh yeah, that was
cool. It's just crazy to me. That's so interesting. And then music, different types of music make the ice form different crystals. So like if you play like heavy metal, loud music, the crystals are all like, and yeah, they're all jagged, or if it's a bad sound, they're not even, like they don't grow even. I actually got pictures. Hang on.
Oh, do you know how to put the pictures on there?
I don't.
So down there's a little screen that says share, but maybe we'll try that next time. But
yeah, I'll
if you think you know how, you can try. It's easy. It's super easy. But I was gonna get some pictures too, but I started making a different video. You know what happens. You know how it is. Then I had to take a trip to the store.
I need to learn. I need to get a little better with computer stuff. So I appreciate everybody's patience.
I will. We'll get on here and have a fake meeting, just me and you, and we'll play with everything and see what we can find. So maybe the next show is going to be super exciting because we're going to find all the stuff.
Right. What are we talking about on the next show? I forgot.
So, okay. So for the next show, we never decided, but I got this right here. We did mention sacred geometry, but
yes,
we wanted to talk about the food shortage. We wanted to talk about the Fed whenever you're ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
We want to talk about
CERN.
We want to have a whole show on just stuff that could get us killed. That's going to be the title.
What do you mean? Like,
Remember,
like
we were going
stuff.
to call it.
Oh yeah, like yes. Yeah.
So that one will be really fun. And then, oh, I wanted to tell you that there's a guy on this other podcast that I watched, the Mogian Monster one. And I just, he's always sharing his paranormal experiences with us. And I really want to talk to him and get him to be a guest on our show. So I want to have a show about paranormal.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
I am.
Awesome.
I've had my share of paranormal experiences myself.
Yeah. If you think about it, probably everybody has.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure my house in Flagstaff was haunted. Stuff was weird there a lot. I saw my mom walk down the hall once, and it wasn't my mom.
Oh, that's weird.
I thought it was my mom. It wasn't. Oh, yeah. And then there's that time I woke up and my bed was shaking, but we were actually having an earthquake.
Yeah. Was that the time when we were young or the time when we were teenagers? Because the night that we were teenagers, I was like buzzed, and I like lifted my head up, and the perfumes on my dresser were going, and I was like, oh man, I must be really buzzed.
I was a teenager, I think, yeah, because it was I tried to wake up my parents because I thought it was my brother shaking my bed, right? And then I opened my eyes and there was nobody there. So then I was like freaking out. And so I went, my dogs were all howling and stuff. So I went to get out of bed, and like the ground, it was weird. Like walking on the ground when it's moving is a weird feeling.
Oh, weird. My sister, when she went to Las Vegas one time, she was there when there was an earthquake, and they felt it really good there in Las Vegas. And she said she was, you know how you're when you're in the halls at Vegas, it looks like a trip anyways because of the carpet and everything. She said that the lights were going like that.
Yeah, so it's so weird. And I'd woke up my parents and I was like, hey, I think we had an earthquake. And they were like, and so I just went back to sleep, and then it was on the radio. I think the earthquake was actually, the epicenter was in the Grand Canyon, and we just felt it in Flagstaff.
So that earthquake left a big crack on our chimney. Did it damage anything at your house?
No, just tripped the dogs out, and the cabinets were shaking, and the dogs were all dogs sense that kind of thing.
I wanted to mention something to you. When I was during TikTok today, during my TikTok session, I came across this one TikTok about this guy talking about becoming a state national. What is it called? Becoming a state national. State national?
Is that where you renounce your citizenship?
I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the United States, in 1871, the United States became a foreign corporation.
In 1871, really?
That's what I found.
Huh? That's earlier than I thought.
It's that's crazy. I want to be a state national.
Right? I know there is a way to do that. I don't know what. Like, does that mean you don't have to pay taxes?
Probably not. He is documenting his journey on going through that. So,
okay.
We'll see.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
See, and I don't even know. I wonder how that would work for people that like can't see their birth certificate. I'm so caught up on that. I'm so caught up
because you're finding, like, now that you know you can't see it or get it, you're finding like a bunch of things that you might need it for, or you might really want to, you know?
Well, I just feel like it's every human being's right to know the circumstances of their birth. I mean, like, what am I going to do with the information that threatens them so much that they had to pass legislation to make it that way for people?
Right.
You know, not everybody was adopted into a great family. Like, some people were like adopted into terrible families, and maybe they want to reach out and find a family member, or maybe they have a disease or something and they need to, find a relative.
Everybody wants to know where they come from. Everybody wants to know the reality of their birth,
Right. And some people, it's not even the same. Like I found an adoption thread, and there are people out there that aren't even sure, like positive that they were born on that day, because on some amended birth certificates they put the time, and the place that your adoptive parents live and when they got you. So like where you were born, you might not actually have actually been born there. Right. So
Yeah.
it's just weird. And the dates are so weird. They're so specific.
What did we talk about how you discovered that you can't get a hold of your birth certificate and that people can't? I don't think we did. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Okay. So I was just looking into kind of the thing that Susie was talking about, like kind of denouncing your citizenship, because there is a show on Gaia called Chromatica. That's Kymatica. That does a really good job of explaining why they call a birth certificate and how it's actually the reason we have to have one is because we're all actually corporations. We're like collateral because the United States is in debt, and went into debt, which is accurate in from the congressional record that I read it, like there was a date in June, I think 15th or 16th of 1934, there was a banking act that was passed. And it's so weird because the congressional record like stops the day before that, June 15th, and then it doesn't pick back up until the following year. So there's like a 6-month pause. I said, "Ow, I'm sorry, Jay. Are you serious or is that a joke?"
We used to tell my sister, me and my mom would dye our hair the same color, and then we used to say that my sister was adopted.
Yeah, my aunt used to tell my dad that too all the time. So I was just looking into like birth certificates, and like if people have 2 birth certificates or whatever, and they do, adopted people, they have there's the original birth certificate, and then there's an amended birth certificate, which is what your adoptive parents get. So I stumbled upon legislation that was passed in 2021 that states, I don't know, I guess there was a coalition that was actually pushing for this. The reason that this is what they say. The reason that they used to, or the reasoning beforehand that they had 2 birth certificates was to protect the birth mother. Back in the day, it wasn't always like looked upon highly to have a baby out of wedlock or whatever. So they figured that was a way to protect the birth family. That can't be the case now because stuff is not like it was then. And
yeah.
in all states are different. In some states, you can get access to your birth certificate, your original one, under certain circumstances, but the circumstances are ridiculous. Like you have to have the signature of both of your adoptive parents. Well, that doesn't help somebody who's like 60 and their parents are no longer with us. Or, there's some states are where you just can't. So Arizona passed legislation, and people that were born from June 20th, 1968 to September 20th of 2021, they can't ever have access to their original birth certificate. They can go to address the court. They can go to court and try to petition access. Most of the time it's turned down though. So I don't know why those dates. The legislation was pretty long. I did save it. I don't know why our like representatives would have even like care about that with all the stuff going on in the world. Like why that would even be a thing. I just find it odd. It's like, did you lose it? Like, I don't want to have to pay taxes until somebody shows me my birth certificate.
Right.
That's just not right. It's not right. It's And there's no reasoning behind it. That's, at least explain to the people as to why a decision like that was made.
So
that's
there's probably something behind it that's probably connected to so much crazy shit.
There has to be something about it. Yeah. And it's like they made a decision for people that I feel like is taking away something. And the fact that they reversed Roe v. Wade, and then they're not letting us like look at they don't care about, they say they're pro-life, but they don't care about the life that's already here.
Yeah.
So
isn't that horrible? Like, this is horrible because, yeah, exactly just how you just said it. Like, what about the kids that are already here too? Like, you're putting all this, and look at what's happening all around us right now. They're like, ugh.
Right. And they say I know that gun control is a heavy issue we don't like to talk about, but I just have to make a point. Like, if you're pro-life, you're not like super duper worried about kids getting shot in school. So
God, I know. I get me started. I mean, if you get me started, I'll keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I would like for someone to like do something that makes some kind of sense. Like I was telling you yesterday. What's that?
That's our producer.
Thank you to Aisha in the booth.
Aisha, she's my business partner, and she's my awakened partner. We awoken together. And
they woke me up.
And and that's what she does. She's an awakener.
Wake up.
So like everywhere she goes, just have a conversation with her and your whole life will change. Boom.
Kaboom.
Yes, and they're for real. I feel like I have a whole new like outlook on life.
Even weird shit, right? I've been telling you some weird stuff, and it's weird, right? I know. I thought it was weird too at the beginning.
Yeah.
But now I'm like normal with it.
Well, it's it's weird, but it makes sense. It makes a lot more sense than everything else in the world. So I don't know. I think we should all like push for people to take their campaign money and spend it on like helping homeless people or something. Let's do something with all that money. Like $1 billion so far. If you combine Republicans and Democrats.
Like, first of all, it's all fake. It's all this money is going through the airwaves. Like, nobody's ever seen it.
Right. I know it's digital. It's like technically electronic. Yeah. Or it's just paper. It's fiat. Everything is made to create fake money. Basically. Let's all barter. Let's all start bartering. No more money.
That's why I've been learning all these skills, dude, because I know how to do everything now.
Right.
And if I don't know how, Aisha knows how. And if Aisha doesn't know how, you know how. So
right.
We'll be
gotta
okay.
build a network.
If you don't know how, then we're
we do. We have so much talent and so much in humanity. There is a lot of goodness and a lot of talent, a lot of knowledge. All the people that build the roads and things like that. These are all regular people. The last time I checked, the president or other politicians, they're not building shit.
All I need is an avocado and like a snorkel. I got you. We gonna make it happen.
Sweet. A snorkel and
I just need a paperclip.
A shoelace.
Right? Yep. I think
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you can cut us off anytime. You're like,
no, you're
allowed. Star.
You are allowed. Nobody wants to come and talk to us today, huh?
Yeah. How come nobody will come in here and talk to us? Sister, gotta save me. No, I'm just kidding. We don't need saving. We're good. But
burn is another thing.
If it starts going bad, we'll just have Aisha twerk.
Yup.
It's a crowd pleaser.
I've always wanted to learn how to do that.
She knows how to teach. She teaches.
I can explain it, but I shouldn't explain it over here.
Because you gotta like make your.
Well, it's okay. Imagine you're on top of your husband.
Oh no!
Yeah, sorry. And then like the butt, you got to do that movement.
You got to get them. What is it called?
Momentum.
Momentum.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I'll show you later.
I was doing the machine thing the other day. You know that machine that you said you put people on that shakes up.
Like they had it back in the days. That big.
Yeah.
What is it? A big old band, and then it shakes you.
Right. Like I was making myself do that for like 5 minutes, and it was really tiring, dude. That's like good exercise.
I want to get on one of those things.
My daughter was like, "Can you please not do that in my doorway?"
I have it at my work. We have those little shaky things, and it's for your lymph.
Oh, that is so cool. There was a lady when I worked at Hospice of the Valley. She had this thing on her seat, and it would like make her like go like a hula. And I don't know if it worked or not. Yeah, it's probably good. Yeah,
it was on her seat.
Like you know, there's all kinds of shit that gets stuck in your lymphs.
Well, it's because it gets there's no like system to get it out of it. No, like it doesn't drain by itself. It depends on like impulses from the muscle or like movements in the body to like move into the lymph drains or whatever. So sometimes we get a lot stuck in us, and we'll like like it'll be swollen in that area. You got to like help it out. So that little shaky thing, it like shakes it out of you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good for you. I know. Especially if you have like I knew somebody. I had a friend who had lymphedema, so she used to her lymph she'd get like super swollen, and that she had to do that machine.
I like that shaky thing, but it gets me sick.
Oh, I bet. Well, because it probably helps with like toxins too, right?
Yep, it does. It really does.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do with water. Also, I think that water it probably so you know how you use water for like crafts and you can use it for like paper mache and things like that. I'm going to talk to water nicely and I'm going to tell it to make something beautiful. And then I'm going to be mean to water and then I'm going to make the same craft and see which one turns out better.
Oh, there you go. You know what? I'm going to twerk for my water and it'll be happy.
Heck yeah.
Are you going to hold it while you're doing that?
Maybe it doesn't want to be shaken.
I'm just going to twerk in front of it.
Yeah, he can see it better.
Thank you, water, for hydrating my body.
Oh, Donald has a question for you, Susie.
Yes, I saw that. So what I would do is I would have a session with you first about your reasons why you want to quit. And I would first of all make sure that you really do want to quit, because I won't do it for anybody that doesn't really want to quit. That's quitting for somebody else or quitting for another reason. You have to want to quit yourself, and you have to really want to. And then I can help you quit smoking.
She's good.
Yeah. I can help you in like 1 to 3 sessions.
I've lost 13 pounds and I haven't done anything. So
yeah, we haven't even done one in a couple of days. But you know what? I only did one on my other friend, Sarah. And I did that like last summer, and she's on a steady weight loss. She's been losing weight.
Well, you only did one on me too when I lost already 11 pounds.
That's really good. And you're mindful of it, like this was, she just did it because she was my practice person. And then, it worked. And it's like a year later and I'm like, hey, you're losing weight.
Look good, girl. Look good.
I wonder if you could help my right boob to grow. Just my right one.
Maybe. I mean, possibly.
I tried to like going like that and blowing really hard and to pop it out, but it didn't work.
So for smoking, my smoking program is actually 6 sessions, because I believe that you could use a little coaching on making other goals while you're once you accomplish that goal of quitting smoking, it would be positive for you to add other things into your life, or, not only just making that smoking change, but you're going to be feeling good.
A coping skill.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot that goes along with it. And I don't just hypnotize you. That's just one of the tools that I use. That's just one of the procedures that I do. I really am here to help you in all the ways that I can, which is more than that. I also offer auriculotherapy, and if you don't know what that is, let me tell you. So, oh, you should go get my ear. It's hanging my neck.
You got to do that to
So,
me.
okay. So your foot, the bottom of your foot has the whole map of your body on it. And that's, if you've ever heard of reflexology, they use the foot and rub it and puncture it and they could do all kinds of things and address a lot of different things on your body. So the top of your head also has a map of your body on it, and so does your ear. Oh God, my ear is big. And so,
shh, I'm listening to reason.
So this is my ear. This is my ear that I work on. This is how I teach people about it. And each of these points is a pressure point. And what I do is kind of massage it and anoint it with essential oils. And when I anoint it and manipulate it, it helps your hypnotherapy. It's kind of like hypnotherapy, but without the hypnotherapy. So there's certain spots on your ear that you can put pressure points on, and I place ear seeds, which they're not really seeds. They did used to use seeds back in the day, but what I use are silver and gold little balls. So I place those ear balls on them, on the certain spots for whatever your ailment is or whatever your problem is, and I manipulate it, and we affirm it with the oil, and I use whatever kind of oil like adapts to that situation, because different essential oils stimulate different things and help different things. So
let's just say, balls stick to your, do they stick to your ear?
They are actually, I buy they're special therapeutic ear seeds, and they have a little adhesive around them. So I'll do this to you if you come over this week. I'll do this to you. It's really cool, and it helps. Really helps. So whatever you do with your hypnotherapy, then I offer you in the packet, I offer you auriculotherapy session, and that just like seals it in. It just seals it in. You feel great. It balances. Like, people need to realize chakras and auras, your electromagnetic field around you is serious. You are an electric person, and the earth is electric too. And everything is connected. There's some people in the world that they don't believe that like your emotions have anything to do with the physical part, but it has everything to do. If they're all connected and they all work the same. So it's just like Dr. Emoto's water thing. Freaking, if you're depressed for like 20 years, it's going to cause something in your body chronic to have disease, chronic, to be not doing very well. And so people need to wake up and just know that.
And they need to acknowledge their feelings. Like stuffing feelings down and pretending like they aren't there does like nobody any good.
It's bad. It's really bad. I honestly truly believe, and we got to find an experiment for this, Jura, somehow. Like, I believe cancer is from anger and fear. Like, anger and fear and sadness. Like, I really do. I believe cancer gets caused by repressing your feelings.
I believe so. Absolutely. And autoimmune disorders, I think, trauma causes that. Energy not being able to flow and getting stuck.
Yeah, you get blocked. Trauma block. I work with trauma. My heart goes out to everybody. Has trauma. Most people. My heart goes out to everybody that recognizes their trauma and is actually living in their trauma. And my advice is to don't live in it anymore. Go. There's ways to learn how to live not like that. There's ways to become happy. So I'm here for that. I mean, that's what I do. I'm an integrated healing practitioner, and I specialize in hypnotherapy. And I did that so that I could help people be happy. I don't give a shit about anything else. I want everybody to be happy, because I don't want anybody to be. I want everybody to know you don't have to feel a way that you don't want to feel.
Ooh, she said she right. Nikki.
Right.
And so, what does my sister not believe in? The Easter Bunny?
I don't believe that.
What does she? Does she think that your emotions aren't connected to your health?
That's what she believes. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what it said though. I just read what she said, but I don't know which part she put it on.
Yeah, trauma bonding is, yeah, that's a hard part of life. And I mean, how many times do we do that? Like that means when you get it, you have a relationship, or you, well, sometimes it's good, huh?
Well, what do you mean for what?
Trauma bonding.
I don't know what trauma bond.
So a trauma bond would be like, say you and some guy like got married, you fell in love and got married because you guys were in some horrible situation together, or somebody you guys both know got killed.
Okay.
Something like that.
Well, I guess it could have like good and bad. I mean,
if you don't live in the trauma, though, because
yeah, you guys have to heal together. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, but if that's the only thing that's really bonding you together,
then you're gonna cause more trauma to each other.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Right.
It feels like a codependency kind of shit.
Yeah, codependency
are incredibly important. I want to know what Nikki doesn't believe. What
I do too. I really want to know. It could be a lot of things. She doesn't really believe in a lot of things.
Nikki.
But it's okay. I mean, it's fine.
I love you either way.
Yeah, we still love you anyways.
I accept you for who you are.
Mm-hmm. She still loves me anyways, and I believe in all kinds of shit.
Me too.
I know.
But
I'm pretty sure my whole family loves you. I believe that emotions can make some things worse, but not the initial cause. Oh, okay. Oops. I made mine disappear, but it's up here now.
That's cool. That's a little bit. That's good.
Yeah. I I stayed positive during all of my ailments and have recovered. There it is right there. That's proof of it right there. Yeah. So you basically really do.
That's good. That's
good. Yeah. If you would have been shitty about it and like fearful and shitty and hopeless, you might not have made it. You might not be alive right now.
You're not going to be alive with that attitude.
Nobody wants to be around with that
attitude. but trauma can actually be handed down genetically. Yeah. So like a child, like a baby can be born.
Near-death experience where his trauma, like his whole life, he got cancer because of all the anger that he held in and all the bad things he thought that the world was like a horrible place. And it all started in his mom's womb.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, his mom got beat by his dad. So I mean, it gets passed down. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It does. Trauma gets passed down for sure. That explains why a lot of people, like a lot of families, like my adopted family, they're all sick. They all have autoimmune disorders. It's my mom and all of her siblings have diabetes. That's not, and they have MS and lupus and Graves' disease. And
I can see why you are concerned, about your health.
Yeah, and I want to address.
Well, that's my adopted family that's unhealthy.
Oh yeah, that's her adopted family.
No, but I could see why she's concerned, like with getting sick. You know, it's because.
Oh yeah, that's why I can't. Yeah, having COVID. That's why I can't. Like everybody in my family is very not healthy. Yeah.
I get you.
And
I'm all like, bring it on, sister.
We're blessed. I mean, I'm blessed so far. You know that had anything big happen, and I hope to treat my body well so that it doesn't. And I wanted to address something else to my sister. That I'm not saying that every single thing causes that. There's causes for all kinds of things from all kinds of ways. So you're right. It's not the sole cause. It's not.
But it's
the only way.
People, yeah.
But it is a way. So but I forget to say things like that sometimes. But you really have to say that. You got it. It's not the only way. There's a lot of ways for a lot of things to happen. And
especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You got not just environmental issues. We got food that's basically like poison. We've got, if you have all of that plus emotional stuff going on,
down your immune system.
Right, and not acknowledging your emotions or trying to pretend like they're not there.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta put my face on.
Right. If you're upset, like say it, man. If you're upset, say you're upset. Say it, let it go, get it, move on. Like
check it out like a kid.
Mm-hmm. You gotta watch your emotions float by like leaves on a string. Did you listen to the meditation I sent you?
I did. I was super listening, and then you said that one part, and then I started cracking up laughing. That was so funny. And then, and you said it all calm too.
I know. I'm
And
all
then,
poop.
before you know it, there's a rhinoceros pooping on your skin or whatever. Yeah, I
So
do
yeah.
a lot. But it is
That was
important
good.
to acknowledge your feelings.
Yeah, you can't fake it. If you fake the funk, it's gonna come around at some point. Oh, sister's back there. Oh, I did it to her. I finally did it to her.
What? Who?
So like I always try to get on my sister's show and she doesn't even see me back there. And I'm just sitting back there for a long time.
Oh.
You're all smiling.
Yeah.
Yes, a long time.
Very
Oh,
man.
you did
Very
that
man.
one?
He's a hairy man. And
See how they just sneak up on you? You never know when somebody's down there.
well, I did see an option somewhere that you can make a doorbell sound when someone pops
Oh,
in.
yeah, that is true. That is
Oh,
true.
that's cool.
I didn't know if it would be obnoxious though.
So what do you think about this auriculotherapy, sister? You want me to do it to you?
Yes, I do. I'm game to try anything. You know that. And my comment earlier, it doesn't come out right when you just text stuff.
I know. I understood that. It took me a minute though.
Yeah, it's because your statement was that you believed that your emotions, negative emotions, cause you to be ill.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a
Okay.
flat
I
statement.
believe that.
And but my belief is your genetics are gonna cause your main issues, but the way you handle it emotionally will either take you into a point going up to help your body or go down when you're not going to recover. So it's all about, if you do get ill, you need to keep your mind healthy. Healthy in the way of being positive, having, if you're religious, having faith,
Mm-hmm.
reconnecting with that,
Having
um,
hope.
having hope. And if you don't have religion, then you find your own things that make you happy, that
Mm-hmm.
make you look positively on the situation. Because the minute you are in a hospital bed and you start thinking, I am dying,
Right.
you are going to start to die.
Right.
And
That's how I feel too.
I learned that when I was in the hospital with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I came to the reality that I was not going to end up like my dad, and I was not going to end up like my two cousins who passed. I was going to walk out of there. So
Mhm.
everything the doctor came to do for me, I said, great, give it to me,
Mm-hmm.
do it. No matter how much it made me cry or how much, the minute I would see that damn syringe come in the door, give it to me, because this is what's going to help me get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, and I was actually told this by a nurse who was sitting with me, and he says, I love your attitude. I love how, you're dying, trying to go to the bathroom, but you're positive. You're positive, positive. He goes, I'm going to tell you that's everything with this freaking thing we don't know anything about. And of course, he's talking about COVID. Remember, it's not the COVID that kills you, it's the complications that are brought on by it. Okay.
Yeah.
And he said, because I had a 35-year-old man come in here, he looked perfect. And he died yesterday because he had the weight on his shoulders and he kept saying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. And he died.
Mm.
And he says, had that man chose to get up and fight for his life and think positive about what was going to help him, because he didn't, from what the conversation went, it looked like he didn't have any support of any kind. So that could have also been a factor.
Yeah, I'm sure too.
I knew I had family who loved me. I had my kids who loved me and wanted me, my husband, my dog, my cat. I had things that were pulling me to live.
Hey, what about me? You didn't mention me.
My family, you're my family. Dad, you, everybody, my friends. There were reasons in my mind that I needed to live,
Mm-hmm.
because those first 3 days were the hardest days of my life.
That's so
But
scary.
it was there was already but there had already been conversations between me and my sister about my dad and not allowing him to be intubated.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and that was something we were, no, you're not going to intubate him. He's going to suffer, but he is not getting intubated. And she stuck. She saved my dad's life. Oh, this way. She saved my dad's life for being that person to, you know, uh stop them from doing any of that. And because of that conversation, when I went in and that subject came up one time, I said, "Nope, I am not that bad. I'm still low. My oxygen isn't that high yet." I go, "And I'm going to be fine. I'm not going to be intubated, and I don't want to be intubated." And they wrote it down on my chart, and that was that. There was only one conversation during the
Wow.
whole trip. I was there.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Hi.
That's so scary. You're stronger than I think, because that'd be terrifying.
So that's what it takes. It takes somebody who you need to be in control, and that's the other thing. Mental health also plays the biggest role in the whole world, because that's what's causing all this sickness. It's, not the physical, but the mental part.
Right?
Is we need to be mentally healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's getting lost in the system. People aren't able to get the care they want because they won't get insurance. They can't have insurance. You can't be here because of this insurance. It
Right.
should not be that way. There should not be any type of obstacle stopping you from getting any kind of medical care,
It's because
physical or mental. It
right.
should be automatic.
It's a basic human right, and the
Hmm.
pharmaceutical company kind of messes that up for everybody because
Oh
everything's
yeah,
for profit. As soon as something is for profit, it just goes out the window.
there are cures out there for a lot of things that uh, big pharma puts a big dollar on.
Oh yeah.
So it makes it impossible to do those type of things. And I mean, look at diabetes and insulin. That's ridiculous what people have
Yeah,
to
I
pay for
know.
insulin. They need that to live, you know
Right.
Yeah.
I know. And
so
it's scary because like I worry about that with my mom. Like if anything were to ever happen, like her pacemaker, it goes with like a thing that alerts her doctor's office if it discharges or has to she has a pacemaker slash defibrillator. So hers is bad and she needs a new one, and we tried to order it through Medtronic, and Medtronic said that they're all sitting on a boat out on the waters or whatever, that they haven't been like come off the boat to be delivered to people. They've been sitting out there for like months, and it's like ridiculous. It's like why can't how can we not like hire some people to like go get them? Or I just don't understand.
You're right. There's a way, and the people that have the power to do it, they're not doing the way. There's a way. They could find a way.
They could, just like they find a way to, spend millions and billions of dollars on campaign ads that just insult each other. Um, they're it's not important to them.
Mhm.
They don't worry about that stuff. So they don't worry about that stuff because we pay for their health insurance. Dang it.
Dang.
yeah.
I think things will change. It's going to be a while, but I think our kids in our kids' time, they will see a positive change, and I think people are going to make things happen. I think it's going to get better. It might not, like some people are thinking like, "Oh, great, all the hippies are going to take over." I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there will be a better way.
That would be a good thing.
It would
I'm
be.
gonna
I
say
think
it.
so.
I'm gonna say it. Yay hippies. Yeah, it would be a good thing. Peace and love is the way that
there
everything should be.
there's a lot of things that you have to look at from both sides. Okay. You can't look at it from this side or from that side, the far right, the far left.
Right.
It's good to be, I
In the
feel,
middle of the
it's
road.
my opinion, it's good to be that middle person who can see it from both sides, who understands why they want to do this and why they want to do that, because it makes tolerance. It helps us be tolerant of other people and helps us uh keep our opinions, which are sacred. Everybody has the right to our
Yeah.
to their own opinion. But in this day and age, it's very hard to do that in a lot of places because it's l- looked down upon so much that they want to beat you up, that it gets physical and
Mm.
violent and it to the extreme, when it doesn't have to be like that. But people have to be educated about that early, very early in their life. And if they don't have that strong bond with their mother, their father, who teach them that, they're not going to grow up that way. They're going to hold on to those bonds that they were taught when they were little, you
Right.
know?
Well, and
Yeah.
if everybody just treated each other like there were like the if I treat you guys like you're an extension of myself, if everybody just treats each other like we're all part of each other because we all are part of each other, um that would make a huge difference, you know, but people see it like they see me and you. They don't
Yeah.
see that we're
Mhm.
all a collective
Everybody is
organism.
brought is got this individual label on them, you
Yeah.
know?
Right,
Like
And then
separation
yeah,
is
they're
so big.
separated and they're put into a group right
right.
away. And that unfortunately that probably will never go away.
It will.
It has to start early, you know? It has to be taught that, okay, this is why this happened. When you teach your kids, you want to teach them both sides of the story. You don't just want to teach them your opinion, okay?
Right.
And that's how I raised my kids. When they came home with questions or anything about politics or religion or whatever, I said, this is why we are Catholic. We're Catholic because this is what I believe in. But if you don't believe in that, as you grow up, you're going to find your way
Hmm.
to believe in what you want to believe in. You can be spiritual, you can be, you know, Jewish, you can be whatever you want to be. And if that's what you believe in and that's what's coming from your heart and your mind and you want to practice that, I'm not going to stand in the way with that.
Hmm.
But they needed to know that there were other options that, uh not like when I grew up or my sister grew up and we were pounded in the head that every Sunday you get your ass up and you go to church,
Right.
Hmm.
you know. You go to catechism classes and you go to the retreats and you go to communions and you get your first holy communion and you get your um what's a can't think of it now. You go through all your different uh stuff, you know. So
All right.
anyway,
Hi, Cuddle Buns.
Hi, girls.
he just has to be where the girls are.
Yeah. Jared, this is our friend, Mr. J. Mr. J, this is my best friend, Jared.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. Nice meeting you.
Nice
I,
meeting you as well.
I thought maybe you need a man's opinion in some of this.
Sure. We
No,
would love
absolutely. We absolutely would.
that.
I, I saw they played a clip from the governor's debate,
Thank you,
and
Donald.
one of the people, because there was 3 women up there and 2 guys, and one of the guys said, I was like, I can't believe you said that. He's like, I haven't been around this many women since I was at a baby shower. I was like, wow. Oh, that's funny. So
Well, I just can't believe that the government, the Supreme Court, took y'all's rights away from you. Being a man, I'm a firm believer that a woman has all the right in the world to make the decision on what happens to their own body.
Yeah.
That's
yes,
just me. That's the way I think, you know. And
it's
I
a
don't.
scary.
I'm not trying to. I don't want to get political or anything, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I can't. It's just hard for me to believe a bunch of goddamn old men took that right away from you guys.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
crazy. It's really, it feels bad.
I mean,
Like I'm not for, like, I'm not really I'm not for abortion, but that's right, Mr. James.
Right.
That's our rights. That's that
Same.
they're taking it away.
that's right. I
You
mean, abortion, one way or the other, they still took a right away from you women.
Yeah.
You know,
And it feels bad.
And that's a decision, that like Susie said, I personally wouldn't make that decision for myself. However, there's so many different scenarios, and that's such a personal and heartbreaking and I can't even imagine how heartbreaking and heart-wrenching it is to make that decision. And especially in the case of somebody who it's a health thing. I have a family member that had to make that very tough decision, and she was almost 6 months along, but unfortunately her baby didn't have any kidneys, or it didn't have a lot. It wouldn't have survived really outside of the womb, and that's not a decision that she made lightly. It was horribly traumatic. But to make it to where they have to worry about, it being illegal on top of all of that is just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times there's times when that's very risky that the mother and the baby could die. Or there's times when a mother will have to carry the whole baby and it's, dead. It comes out dead,
Right.
stillborn. Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible. These thoughts are horrible.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the government's business. And like I said, they need to pay attention to the lives that are here, the children that are here. Stop taking money from the education system. Stop teaching our kids stuff that's not accurate. That would be a good thing too. Because Christopher Columbus didn't discover America.
The amount of stuff that they're teaching them that's not true, because I had to homeschool my kid for the last almost 3 years, and there was things in there that I was just appalled and pissed off about.
Right.
Real bad. One example was his lesson taught him that that the Pilgrims taught the Indians how to plant, and that the Indians tried to kill them. So this is not right. This is not the story that I was told. This is not the story that I learned. And then it comes across my mind, well, what the heck was the truth? So I think, who really knows the truth would be like the Native Americans, the indigenous people. They really know.
They do. And they just found those footprints in New Mexico that are like 26,000 years old. So that would be like the first people that were, and it was actually a Viking that was here before Christopher Columbus, like by 400 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, back as long as I was in school, they taught Christopher Columbus, but they also taught us that maybe the Vikings came first too.
Oh, cool.
They always added that onto it. At least my history teachers did.
Well, that's good, because ours
you had a good one.
Ours were just like Christopher Columbus. Washington D.C., District of Columbia. It's like,
why can't that work for me?
What's going on?
I keep clicking on this thing and it gets stuck on there, and then it comes on and off and on and off.
Yeah, Mr. Leif Erikson. There's a SpongeBob episode that actually credits Leif Erikson to finding, some. Lisa cartoons are right? Like the Simpsons, they predict.
When it comes down to it, Christopher Columbus never set foot on North American soil. He landed like in the West Indies, didn't he?
Yeah, and he killed a lot of people too. He was kind of not a good.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people. I think when he went back to his land or England or wherever he was from, he didn't they execute him because of his?
No. He tried to. He tried to get money to make another trip over, but he never could raise it. He ended up dying in poverty.
Oh,
that's what I was taught. I'll put it that way.
We really don't. History is crazy.
So how many generations How many generations do you think I am from Christopher Columbus?
How
So
many, Jared?
Or I should say, how many of my husband's generation?
Because
a
Cologne
lot.
is Columbus. in
My
Spain.
name is Colon. That's Columbus.
Yeah.
And Cristobal Colon. That's Christopher Columbus.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that is pretty crazy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
your husband's name is Cristobal?
No, Colon.
Oh,
My
oh, okay.
last name is Colon, which is
Oh, okay,
Columbus.
gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, it all turned American. Got Americanized.
America.
Yeah, America, you know.
Did you ever do that 23andMe, that genetics thing, sister?
Actually, I was and I lost it.
Will
I
you
never
do it?
did
I want to
send it
know.
in.
And then
Um,
Jara here was telling me something interesting
Yeah,
about Abraham Lincoln.
I was looking up my biological, my biological grandparents on my mother's side, and they go back to my great 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 was the tutor of Abraham Lincoln. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hang on.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty interesting. And I had a couple generals, and they were so I'm related to the Barclays, Bartons, and the Grahams, and the what's the other one? I forgot the other one, but so the 17 as far back as I could trace myself with, or my stuff was 17, the late 1700s. So that was quite generations.
My family settled in Western Kentucky in 1774. We was one of the first 10 families in Western Kentucky, and they were allotted 2,400 acres. All 10 families were.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So we went. I followed mine all the way back to 1774.
Is that where you're at now, Kentucky?
No, I live in Florida now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was born and raised 19 miles from land between the lakes down there.
Oh, okay. I've been through Kentucky before. That was a while ago. I was 12. Yeah. My other people were from Louisiana. So
Yeah.
I love history. It's so interesting.
I do too. I'm kind of a history buff myself. I enjoy that.
What,
It's so
Mr. J, what is your favorite era? What is the era you're most drawn to? Hi,
that
baby girl.
Hey.
I never. It's so weird to see Nikki having children. Is
Oh, wait, let's see her again.
I had the thing on mute. So they
Oh.
want to see your face again.
Aw,
I love you so very much.
Babies.
I can't wait to see you. I cannot wait to see you. Okay, I want to know, Mr. J,
They can't
what your
wait to
favorite
see you.
era?
That's what
your
Aunt
favorite
Susie
era
But
is.
favorite, I love mafia stuff from the 1900s all the way from 1920s all the way down to even now. I read tons and tons of mafia stuff. For some reason, I'm drawn to that era more than anything. But I'm really not drawn to any. I read a lot of stuff even before Christ stuff, you know. So
Jay, you would have loved the Mafia Museum in Vegas.
I've never seen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love it.
Susie
Yeah.
and I went. It was like
Well, how far is it from where we're going to be at, hon?
Oh, far.
Yeah.
Long way. Well, that's a shame.
About 5 hours.
Maybe on your way back, you could find a way through there.
Oh, are you traveling all the way to Arizona for the camping?
Yeah, me and Stevie B are going to drive 31 hours. I can't believe it'll be 31 hours up that woman. Woo-hoo.
We'll make it worth it. It'll be really good.
Where are you guys going again? A lake?
We're gonna start. Well, Susie's gonna be camping at Whitehorse, and then I'm gonna join her a few days later, and then going up to Knoll Lake, above Payson, you know, way up there on the mountain.
Sweet. I haven't been camping forever. I forgot how to camp.
Oh, it's so fun. So it's a whole 4 hours to Las Vegas from here, from camping.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's 5 hours when you include pee breaks. Come on, be real.
And if you have to stop and see the thing and all that, all the side stuff.
You have to see the dam and
Well,
I really get into mafia stuff.
Yeah, that was a
Well,
really cool museum.
Susie and I lineage is Spanish from both sides,
Mhm.
from my mother's and my father's.
But also from dad's is French Canadian. So it's French Canadian
Yes.
and Spain.
When they came
really?
from Spain, they landed in French Canada first
Oh wow.
and then came down into the US.
Mhm.
And on my mother's side, they came over as slaves on a boat that landed on the West Coast.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think my last time we're German. I'm full blood German, and they came in the 1600s. Is what I was told, and I was told by my great grandmothers and stuff back. But I haven't found any lineage that goes back that far. I just 1774 as far back as I traced it. But I was told by one of my great grandmothers that the Fritzes actually came to America sometime in the 1600s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually my mom's side of the family before they were here, they came from Scotland. So I'm Scottish, Susie.
Scottish, you're Scottish beauty. Jared, what is your favorite era that you're drawn to?
The plantation times, so plantation time, slavery time. I don't know why. I've always been, I don't know, drawn to like the big white plantation homes with the big old pillars in the front.
Yeah. Maybe you were Scarlett O'Hara in a past life.
Maybe. I love Gone with the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Could have
How
been.
about you, sister? What's your favorite era that you're drawn to?
Favorite era would be the 19 oh, this is I don't know why I'm drawn to it, but the 1940s.
Wow.
I know it's the depression years, but I'm drawn to it. The history, the people, the hardship, I don't know what it is, but I am drawn to that year.
Cool. Those are all very cool.
I thought she was going to say the 1980s.
Oh, I lived the 80s. I don't
I
have
know.
to ever go back because they're still here. Look, the bangs, they're still here. They're still here. I never grew out of the
Right?
80s.
You do. You look the same.
Oh,
you,
the thing.
you haven't aged like at all.
Weren't we looking at that, Sue? Was it you and
Yeah.
me or me and my kids? Somebody we were recently.
Me and
I
Jared
go, I
were-
gotta dye my hair. I got a couple of grays that came in.
I have a lot of grays.
You know, the Vikings were very cruel people, but then in their later part of their history, they mostly became farmers. But they were real cruel. But after they tore England all to hell, took everything they could get from England and Ireland, places like that, and then they went down they actually went down into Germania, which German was called at the time, and they tore the hell out of Germania. You know, the Roman empires never messed with the Vikings, ever.
Really?
Ever. They never messed with them. They would go up to Germania. They conquered Germania, but they never messed with any of the Vikings parts of where the Vikings would take over Germania. But in the latter part of the Viking history, they became farmers.
Huh.
Yeah.
From Vikings to farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Plantation, maybe.
Maybe. I think maybe.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They were really violent. They were terribly violent people at one time. I mean, they just slaughtered everything. When they took over, when they come to a town, they just killed everybody, babies. They just killed everybody. I mean, but occasionally they would keep a few women and a few men as slaves. You know, the strongest. You know, but they just slaughtered everybody. I mean,
There's a lot of scary things in the past.
Yeah.
I'm looking up here. I'm trying to see my okay, so Oklahoma. Yeah, there's it's so weird. I feel like Susie's mom, my adoptive father and my biological father and Daiki, our friend, her mom, they were all born in McNary. So I feel like our grandparents like all had to, I don't know, have known each
They
other.
had to cross paths because it's a very small town. Everybody in the town knew each
super
other.
small. Yeah, super
Right.
small.
And there was like one sawmill and one.
Isn't that weird, Nikki? How like a bunch of group of my childhood friends, all of our parents came from McNary.
Yeah, yeah. There's something to destination, destiny, something to
think so.
destiny.
I think
There's
so.
my other kid. What
Let me see.
should they want to see you?
Hi.
How old are your kids?
It's
Emma.
okay. Just don't bend over.
Let me
She's got her.
see.
She's got her curly locks down right now. Come, just come
Okay.
behind me. Then come behind, right here.
Tell her to like all my You better go put hearts on all my TikToks. Her hair's long.
Yes, her hair is long.
When did
Oh,
that
my
happen?
daughter's hair is like that too. My daughter's got long curly locks also.
Oh my God, Miha, your hair is long. I like it.
She likes it.
You look beautiful.
Thank you for taking a shower. Just kidding. That's how curly my hair was when I was her age.
Yeah, my hair is not curly anymore. It sucks. It's so weird.
That's
I
weird.
like. It is weird. It just got straighter. It's like, whoa.
Your hair used to be really curly.
I know.
But her afro used to go up, kind of like what's that rapper with the hair?
Oh, Kid and Play.
Oh,
Kid and Play,
Oh,
yeah.
You
Yeah, you had the Kid and Play dude. I
I'm
think I
gonna
used to
see if
tease
I
you
can.
about it, but you didn't know who I was teasing you with at the
Oh,
time.
you're so cute.
How funny. I'll see if I can find a picture of. I have a picture of Susan. Hang on one second here.
Find a picture of your afro.
I have one. Let me see. Bear with me. Yeah, I had my afro mullet. That was the best. I loved that. I was strange looking. I'm always strange looking.
I used to have hair down to my butt years ago when I was
You did?
in the biker scene. Yeah, I got a picture of it over here.
What? You were in the
I want to
biker
see it.
scene?
I want to
All right.
see it. I
That's
can't
long.
believe that.
Ooh.
Hold on, I'll get it. Oh, my dog just jerked on my ear. Hold on.
I can see his house.
The dog won't get off his lap. Like a permanent fixture.
That's what my cat's pinned me down too. Yeah. So Jara, I had I changed my thing. Remember how we're supposed to have one secret thing? Well, and I told you, and then I told you the secret. I changed it. I changed mine. So
okay.
I changed it to a question. And so this is my question.
Okay.
What song makes you think about me? And I want you to answer it
He
too.
was stuck, Mogian.
My dog jerked my pods out of my ear. Hold on.
What song makes me think about you?
Yeah. Oh, look.
That's my wife. That's my my late wife.
Whoa, you look like a badass.
Whoa.
See how long my hair is?
Yeah.
Look at
Whoa.
you, Mr. J. You look like you could kick some ass.
That's when I was a lot younger then. But yeah, I used to have hair down in my butt at one time.
Wow.
Life has changed in many ways.
Oh yes, it has. Susie, there's two songs that make me think about you. The first one is Susie Q. Susie Q. No, wait, no, that's Peggy Sue. My bad. Wrong song.
Oh, yeah.
The next one would be New Kids, though. Oh.
Yep.
Right stuff. And then what was that band? You always thought they were cute, but they were is Menudo? Is that right?
Oh yeah, Menudo.
Yeah. Yep. That reminds me of you too, but I don't remember their songs. I just remember their name.
I think I told Nikki one time, but when I graduated from college, I just wasn't ready to start life, and Nikki knows all about it. I told her, but I jumped on a motorcycle. I had 3 or 4 at the time, but I jumped on my lowrider and I rode every state in the union.
That is so
Oh
cool.
wow.
Oh yeah, I just said I wasn't ready to. I just wasn't ready to settle down. I put it that way. And I
That is
tell
the
you what,
most amazing.
it was the most fabulous time. If I was younger, I'd do it again. I put it that way. I saw so much. Everybody ought to visit, try to go to every state. Every state is so different, you know, and every state is so beautiful. I was telling Moggs in Moggs' show today that he ought to try to get up to Idaho. Idaho is,
Yeah.
oh God, there's so much stuff you just
Have
can't
you been
go.
to Sandpoint? Have you seen Sandpoint, Idaho? It's like about 20 miles from the Canadian border.
I've been there. I've been there. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's so pretty.
Wow.
Upper Michigan, and I tell you, Upper New England. Oh my God, folks, it's like another world. I mean, it's so pretty.
When you went, how old were you when you went on that trip?
I just turned 21. I just graduated college. I got out of college, and I graduated when I was 18, and I went to college. I graduated in 3.5 years from college, and I just wasn't ready to settle down. You know, I was ready to. I wanted to see more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I saw it all, girls. I'm telling you.
So
6 months,
did anything
6 months,
scary?
6 months, and 6 days later, I got back home.
Wow. What did anything scary happen to you on that trip?
I'm sorry.
Did anything scary happen to you?
Well, I almost got run over by a semi.
Holy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Yeah, he actually bumped the back of my motorcycle. And luckily, I didn't go down. But
Oh my God, that's
yeah,
crazy. He could have killed you bad.
well, he came in. He was passing another semi, and it was on a 2-lane road, and I was in front of the semi that he was trying to pass. I was just cruising along. I wasn't really going that fast, and there was a car coming, and he just didn't have time. And I guess he just, whatever he did in his truck, he pulled in and clipped the back of my bike when he did it, you know, and almost put me down.
Wow.
I slept under an interstate bridge in Wisconsin, and almost got mugged. But
Oh God.
yeah,
Yikes.
I
Did
fought
you
the
beat
guy.
him up?
I almost killed the guy.
Oh shit.
But he turned out a lot worse than I did. But it was scary because I was asleep and he tried to mug me, you know.
Yeah.
And I got to Laconia, and they had when I was there, they had the Laconia bike rally, and it got kind of wild. But I didn't get into it. But I stayed away from the. But let's see, that's about the 3 worst things I actually experienced, you know.
Wow. I'm trying to put a picture of me and Susie when we were little. Susie, I'm gonna send it to you on Messenger. You can post it because I don't know how.
Oh, you can't do it. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not that smart yet. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. I'm smart about a lot of things, but not computers. Oh, if anybody has any real estate questions, do just let me know.
I rode out through the Red Mountains. I call them the Red Mountains up there in New Mexico. And I've never seen a mountain turn red, but those Red Mountains, I hit it right at dusk, right when the sun was going down, and those mountains turned red, solid red. I mean, it was beautiful. God, it was so pretty.
Is that the Painted Desert? Would that be the Painted Desert, sister?
Hello? Oh, okay, I had it on mute.
Wouldn't
I'm
that be
sorry.
the Painted Desert?
Yeah, probably. Well,
There you
there's
go.
places like the Painted Desert all through the Southwest. All, like the Painted Desert next to Holbrook. There's Painted Desert in Moab area of Utah. So there's
Well,
a bunch of different.
I told you about those lava fields I found out there in the middle of nowhere, didn't I, Nikki? In New Mexico.
Yeah.
It was just riding along, and it said lava field. So I pulled the bike over, and They had walkways out to it, and right out there in the middle of the desert was the lava field as far as you could see.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I found it. It's just down the street from me. I
Huh.
didn't even know it was there.
Wow.
Did you go see it, Nick?
No, I haven't gone to see it yet.
It's very unique. It's just
It's
you're
too
out in the
hot
middle of
right now.
nowhere, and it says lava fields, and you can't see them from the road at all. You walk home maybe a quarter of a mile, and there they are, just lava everywhere, and there's no mountains around it. That's the thing about it.
Oh, how funny.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
That's me and Jared. They let us take our school picture together.
Yep. See, Susie was cute. You
Look
didn't
at how
ever
cute you are.
Look at my crooked teeth.
Look at that little facey too. Look at those cheeks.
Oh my goodness.
Look at those eyebrows. Bushy. Boof, boof.
I had like a belly shirt on. How did they let me wear that?
I know. That's kind of sexual, Jera, that outfit.
I know. And your mom used to always tell me that I shouldn't wear dangly earrings. I remember that. She didn't like my
Because they're too
dangly
sexy.
earrings. Yeah, they're too grown up for me.
Aww. Is that enough of it, you guys? Is that enough of it? Did you guys get your fill?
No, I want more.
That day I did my hair, I think, and I was like so proud of myself that I did my hair by myself. It was pretty awesome. Yeah. I had to because my mom, she was hooking me up with the afro mullet and I never asked for her to pierce my ears, by the way. I would have preferred to. I don't wear earrings very often. I'm wearing some now because I was trying to look nice for the camera. But I don't wear earrings. Do you? Ow.
You know, one thing you're gonna have to watch out, you ladies, is that one goddamn crazy ass pardon my language, but that one judge, he's even gonna go after contraceptives and stuff like that.
I know. What the heck? Then they're gonna force us to get pregnant. I don't want to do that. I don't want.
Right? Yeah, me neither. That's just that's why you just don't have any sex, Susie.
Yeah, right.
Please don't start that, okay?
Yeah, we've had enough of that this week.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, some women take contraceptives for reasons other than like not getting pregnant.
Well,
yeah.
Right. It's health issues.
Right. I had to. The reason I had to start on birth control when I was 15 because my cramps were. I was terrible, like bad, and that was the way to fix it. Kind of sucked because I threw up every day in first hour. But
that's crazy. Though that is so crazy if they take that away. Though then we'll be forced to have babies, and it'd be horrible.
Right.
Well, being a man, thank God y'all take those things. You know what I'm saying? being a man, thank God you take them.
And then hopefully they implement some kind of, I don't know, testing, like common sense testing, because not all people should have children.
Yeah, that's true, dude.
Listen, a man can make 100 babies in a year. A woman can only make one baby in a year. So who should be held responsible?
Absolutely, yeah.
That is accurate. Actually, that's a good way to look at it.
Snippity snip. No, just kidding.
Yeah, maybe they'll make that free, as like a way to make it up to us. Guys will get snipped for free of charge.
Yeah, they should snip them all up.
Oh no, men are not going to get snipped. I mean, are you going to absolutely make us do that? Ain't no way. Well, see, that's what I'm talking. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
A man's point of view or some men's point of view. No, you're not going to take that right away from me. You're not going to snip me. Oh, wait a minute. They're telling you guys, you ladies,
right?
You can't do this. You got to do it this way. Wait a friggin' minute. Where have I got the right to
Right.
tell you ladies to do anything?
Right. Yeah. I think we should have to be able to look at their bank accounts and make sure that they weren't hiring strippers. That'll make them change their minds real quick. Let us look at your personal stuff there, mister. The thing that confuses me about the Supreme Court is that there's not that many new justices. So, like, why'd they just now do this? It's so weird.
Oh, I found it. I found the picture I was looking for.
Oh, I think Mr. Mogs is teasing me because I told him my show is not going to be over an hour. And so far, both of them.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Is this a picture of me and Susie?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been
God.
looking this whole time.
She probably found the most awkward one she could find.
Uh-oh. Hey, remember when we were
Okay,
punk
you have
rockers?
to click on it down at the bottom, Sue.
Oh, I
Halloween?
do?
Yes.
Haha, I get to see it first. Oh, I still don't know which one it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I remember. I remember that.
How do
I
I make it?
remember that. Oh, funny. Oh,
Yeah, it was
no,
Cinco de
just send
Mayo.
it to me. I remember that.
Cute.
My
I
mom
look-
dressed them both up.
Yes, I actually loved that. I loved my dress.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. You kept spinning and spinning. Remember, we were just spinning and spinning.
Yep.
My mom made that dress. She
Mhm.
made that dress for you. And the dress my sister's wearing was my mom's dress, and she altered it to fit her.
Aw.
So that we could be, because we wanted to dress the same.
Yeah.
Yep. I still like to make those flower things, like to this day.
Yeah.
With tissue or
That is so cute. And that's our front room, or like the nice room.
Yeah. Aw. I want.
That's
Can
where
you?
I
send me
grew up,
that?
Mr. J.
Your house was always like so clean, dude. Like always.
I know.
It was so pretty, like all the time. I don't think I ever saw your house messy. Ever.
Probably not.
We
Okay,
had
now what do I do?
chores, and the chores had to be done.
I had chores too, but our house wasn't like that.
Well, you didn't have our mom either.
Yeah, your mom was a little different than mine. My mom used to accidentally burn me cigarettes sometimes.
Oh my God.
She didn't mean
That was
to.
funny the way you explained that the other day. You're all, and then she would say something like, "Oh, I got you," or something.
Yeah, she'd say she did. Oh, I gotcha. And I'm like, no.
Oh, here's one when we went to California.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
oh my goodness. You look kind of like Timmy. Kiki.
I do look like Timmy.
Yeah.
Why do I keep calling you Kiki? I keep calling you Kiki. That's so funny. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Nikki doesn't age. Like, you look exactly the same. Nikki.
I know.
Except for I'm blind now.
But you know
So,
what? When Nikki was
I'm
like
blind
this,
now.
she was really, really cool when she was like that.
What's that?
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Something happened.
She was like all break dancer cool, like I'm so cool. She would dance. and stuff.
I hung out with the cool kids. No, I
Yep.
was a nerd.
But you were the nerd. But how come you had so many cool friends?
Because I know how to pick good friends.
We
I
got
was a
along
nerd,
pretty
too. I
good.
had cool friends.
But
I think I was the nerd out of all of us, huh? Was I? I was, huh?
no.
Who was the nerd then?
I don't,
It was me. I was the nerd.
no, I don't think so. I don't know who it was. I don't think there was a nerd in the bunch.
No, I felt like I feel like a nerd. I feel like one then and now. I
Okay,
was the
sorry.
goody
It's
two-shoes.
garbage day. I always have to instruct every garbage day what to
Oh yeah, I
take
gotta
I
put
know.
my garbage out too. I really wasn't a goody two shoes, but I looked like a goody two shoes. So I was the spokesperson for the group.
Mhm.
I got a lady friend there. Her name's Becky, and you can't believe how much stuff they have got. I'm getting my house ready for a estate sale, and when she came in here, first thing she said was, you need help. And then she said, Jay, I hate to say it, but you're a goddamn hoarder.
Oh, I
You
love
know?
hoarder.
Oh my
We're a
God.
fellow hoarder here.
Man, she has got rid of, they have got rid, my house is starting to look like a home now, finally.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, yeah, they have got rid of so much stuff that.
What kind of
Okay,
stuff?
I
did
found
you
pretty
have?
picture of
Well,
Susan.
my mother-in-law was living with us when we moved in here. 6 months after I moved here in this home, my wife passed away.
Oh,
6 months
no.
after that, 6 months of that, after that, my mother-in-law passed away.
Oh shoot.
Oh my goodness.
So I had all their stuff, you know,
Oh,
and
so
it
the
was
whole.
so hard going through my wife's
Oh, I
stuff.
can't even imagine.
I put all her stuff in a little bedroom by
Jay, you're
itself.
making me nauseous, dude.
I'm like, okay, I'll shut up. I'll shut up. Then.
No,
Because
you're
we're
rocking your
rocking.
chair and it's
Oh,
making the back of your chair go. Whoa.
It looks like you're in the on
oh, I
a.
love my rocking chair. I love it. Okay,
No,
I'll put
that's
my
why.
legs up.
I
Okay.
couldn't figure out what it was, and then I look over and they're talking about it in the chat. I'm like,
I love my
that's what
rocking
it is.
chair. It's old. You can't believe how big his chair is. My God, two people can actually get in it. That's how big it is.
That's a good
That's
chair.
awesome.
Yeah.
I bought two.
love
I got two of them exactly alike. I paid $25 a piece.
Oh, wow.
Good deal.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean they're really nice chairs. But to get back to what I was saying was, 6 months after that, my wife passed away. My mother-in-law passed away. So I've been 4 years by myself here, and it was so hard going through my wife's stuff because I love that woman with all my heart. I mean, we were made to be with each other, and it was so I had friends came up. I called my best buddy Mel and a bunch of my golf buddies, and they came up and they started moving stuff. I was almost in shock for the first 6 months.
Oh, I bet.
I actually, I hate to admit this, but I considered committing suicide. That's how much I love that woman, you know, and I just was in shock. And they moved all of her stuff to the other little bedroom, and I'm finally getting where I can get rid of stuff now. It took me almost 4 years before I could even go in that bedroom.
Wow.
And luckily Becky and her daughter have been getting rid of everything finally for me, you know. But I tell you what, girls, I didn't realize how much you can miss a woman until you lose one. I'm telling you, you guys do so much for your man, and men don't realize what you girls do for them. I'm telling you, and I tell every man, I tell all my friends, love that woman more than you ever, because if she passes away, you're going to miss her so friggin' bad, you know. And I mean, I just didn't realize what she did for me, you know. And but I'm getting over it. I moved on in my life and stuff like that, but it was really hard there. Boy, about 4 years, it was hard. I mean,
Women they take out they take out a lot, not just for their husbands, but for their parents too.
Yeah.
That's been a huge lesson, you know.
And also the kids too.
And the kids, yeah.
Like, yeah, oh, how cute.
Oh,
Is that a he or she?
this is JJ. He's named after me.
oh,
He's showing you his tallywhacker. I better turn him around.
Hey, Mr. J, what did you do with all? Okay, so I used to work for a hospice, and there was a lady that would collect like the clothes and make something for you out of them, like blankets or even like a stuffed animal or like.
I got one thing. I'd have to show it to you. I got a big framed picture now. Oh my God, that thing is. Oh, it's probably 3 to 4 foot wide to. It's probably 6 foot long, and I got a lot of her clothes, pieces of clothing, and I just made a great big patchwork picture out of it.
Cool,
yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that someday.
Okay,
my sister did that. My sister, she got all of my mom's clothes, her pajamas, I think, right?
Yeah.
She got all of my mom's pajamas and made me a quilt out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'm finding out my wife, I've been going through you can't believe how much stuff I've gone through her drawer, the drawer she kept stuff in, and stuff she would buy that she never even opened. It was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Guilty
You
of that. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, are you one of those, Jara? I can't stand
Yes.
that when my husband does that.
I don't mean to. It's just that I forget where I put stuff, and then because I have a lot of stuff. I am a hoarder. I'm like, you should see the
And I
room.
said, what did you buy this? I mean, I don't even know what it is. I said, what did you buy this for? I don't even know what it's for, you know?
Mhm.
That's funny. She probably bought stuff more than once too.
Oh my God. Sometimes she would never buy one thing. She'd buy 6 of them. You know?
Right.
Of every color.
Yeah. Hmm.
What was her name?
My late wife. Her
Yes.
was Kelly.
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 Yeah. She was a trauma nurse.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. She did it. She liked the adrenaline rush she got out of it. She worked in ICUs and she worked heart trauma and stuff like that. And she said she got the adrenaline rush she would get out of it, you know, taking care of trauma patients, you know.
That's a hard job. That's a very hard job.
Yeah. She made good money too. Oh.
Well, we better get off of here because we don't have the paid version.
Are you gonna show your are you gonna show your pretty picture before I
Oh,
click
I
it off?
didn't see it down there. Look, oh, good, sister. She picked a good one.
Let's
That was
see.
her cheesy.
Yeah, that's
cheesy
pretty.
face.
Yeah, that's what I grew up a little. I was getting a grown up.
That
and I
is
had
a good
longer hair.
picture.
That's the painted desert back in the background.
Oh,
right there.
okay, Mr. J. That's the painted desert back there. So
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that before.
sometimes the sun would turn that. I mean, the sun was going down, that'd be red and purple and all kinds of colors.
Right.
I love that picture. Who's that kid in the background?
Do you remember my cousin Anthony, who was a little younger than us?
I think so, yeah. He was cute. Did I think he was cute back then?
He was cute, yeah, you probably did. He was cute, kid. He's cute. But I'm cuter. Look at my sunglasses.
I know. I love your smile in that picture.
Yeah. That's probably just before I turned bad, rotten kid.
Oh, you weren't a bad, rotten kid.
No.
Are you sure?
I was normal. I was normal, bad, rotten.
I'm just kidding.
She's like, kinda.
It won't exit. It won't. Oh, there it goes. Because there's me at the Canyon de Chelly.
Oh, let's see.
Well, I just came in to let you know there are men on you guys' side, okay?
Well, we appreciate that. Oh, that's a good picture.
That is a beautiful picture, my sister. You should blow that up and put it on somewhere, everywhere.
Put it out somewhere.
Hey, and like if
That was
anybody-
me in my mountain, Rocky Mountains and my
Yep,
ropers.
you're all cowgirl.
That's when I was cowgirl.
I can clarify some photos for you if you want. I accidentally bought an app, so I have it for a year.
Yeah, this one it
Beautiful
looks
look there.
hazy. You know, the picture, it was from a real camera. Okay.
I know, huh? I forgot about
This was
those.
back in the day of real cameras. It was no phones. We didn't have phones back then. So this
Nope.
would have been in 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. Would have been in 1992.
Oh wow.
I was doing my post-secondary education internship out on the reservation.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What'd you go to school for?
Social work.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
I just want to leave it up there because it's such a pretty picture, sister.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
you
you.
guys, we gotta go because
it's late. It's really late on the East Coast.
Can I ask Nikki, one thing, a couple things before you sign off?
Sure.
Nikki,
Yeah.
I don't need to bring any cooking stuff.
No.
No.
What about plastic knives and forks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
as much as we could
Bring
get, yeah.
that stuff for you.
Paper plates.
Yeah, stuff like that. Not a
Stuff
lot.
like
I'm gonna
that.
bring
Okay.
just bring for you know, maybe you, Stevie,
And
and
Judy,
Judy
no
have
more
your
than
own little cooking stuff. And then when
okay.
you get there, there
But
is a Walmart where you
But
can
like
buy
there
food.
are, I
but
don't know.
what I'm talking about is, do I bring a coffee pot? Do I bring?
Oh. I think Moggs and I will both have a coffee pot.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I'll throw one of my decanters in my pack so I can make a thing of coffee and put another one because I'm a coffee drinker.
I
And
drink 2 cups a day. Okay, but I
so
can't.
so we need probably I noticed that the cute one I bought's only an 8-cupper.
Oh, well, we'll just keep
So
making more
we'll
and
just
more.
keep making coffee, but I
So
want to have some going.
Are you
But I
talking
have a
like?
decanter
Are you
somewhere.
talking like Folgers in a can and stuff like that?
it's like
I
percolated.
yeah, I buy Folgers Colombian.
Okay, that's what I buy too.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I won't have my fufu maker machine.
Yeah, but they're coming from so far away and stuff. So like we
I
want to
know.
take, since we're close, we want to make it so that they don't have to take that much crap, you know?
Right.
But like cooking
No,
utensils.
because I'll have a flat top and I'll have all the cooking stuff for the flat top and I'll take spices and stuff so you don't have to worry about that stuff.
Okay, Mog says he's going to have 2 big tents, right? So we don't need a
Yeah, and he's
tent.
got 2
But
extra
I'm
tents.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I cannot sleep with a snore, and I know somebody's going to snore. So if they snore, my ass is going to be in the vehicle, is where it's going to be. Okay,
What if you're the one that's snoring?
I don't snore
How do you know?
because I've never heard myself snore.
That's what I said until the next day my daughter says, "Mom, I walked in there because I thought you were still awake. You, Dad, and the dog were all snoring, and you weren't even snoring at the same time. It was
Oh Lord.
That's funny.
But
I
I don't
usually
need
bring
to
like
bring
a
my Coleman
long.
stove, right?
You
I
might
don't
want
think so, but
to.
if you want, but
You
Moggs
can
will
use
have
ours
one.
if you
I'll
like if
have
you want.
one. Well, I'm only gonna have the one little hot plate thing, and then I have the flat grill. So maybe throw it in there. I don't know.
I'll
If
throw
it's
it in
not
there.
cold.
I'll throw it in there anyway. Okay. I got,
Oh,
like I say,
Mom says he'll have the cookware and stuff. That
okay.
I think
and
between
this.
Moggs and me, we're gonna have everything.
And then like yeah, we're gonna be good. It's gonna be
Is
the
it
best.
a rocky lake there? Will you find me a rock? Bring me back a rock.
Okay, I will find you a rock.
Okay, sweet.
I'm bringing 3 sleeping bags just in case somebody forgets one. Okay,
Yeah.
something like that. And a blow up mattress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's for me. No heavy clothing, you say?
Oh, you should a little bit, or at least
Yeah,
something. That it's gonna be hot as shit in the day and then cold at night.
yeah.
Okay.
It's really like that. Seriously,
Yeah.
Okay.
not 80 in the 90 in the day, and then it'll drop to the 50s,
But
60s.
there's shade and a breeze, so it's not a bad 80 or 90. It's an okay 80 or 90.
If it get below 70, I freeze to death.
Oh, it's gonna get below 70. No, I don't know. Might.
It's gonna teeter. It depends if it's raining or not. If it's raining, it gets cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
All
cold
right.
rain. It's
All right.
not a warm rain.
I'll adjust to it then.
I
Okay.
would bring your long johns.
What about? Yeah, I don't have long johns.
You don't.
Not in Florida. Jesus Christ. I need
Buy
long
you a
johns.
pair of sweatpants. They're $5, $6 at
Okay,
Walmart.
I got that stuff.
Okay.
Now you made me forget what I was going to ask. I was going to ask something else. Since I got you here, I figured this would be a good time to ask
It is a
everything.
good time.
Plus,
It is.
Mogden's in the chat
Yeah,
too.
he's right here.
Yeah,
So
it'd be a
what?
good time to ask everything. We haven't had a chance to get together and talk privately like this.
Mhm. It's perfect
Sorry,
time.
Jara. Mhm.
Oh no,
I know.
you don't have to apologize at all. I like listening. I might accidentally I don't know, come along in Susie's trunk without
Right?
her.
I was like just
That
thinking
would
That would be absolutely great.
it would.
I love the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
I even bake
We're
my
going to be
own.
around a bunch of crazy people. I can tell you right now.
Oh, I'm used to crazy people. My family is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to it. I'm used to that. I'm also
We were
crazy.
raised in Flagstaff, so we were used to that.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I guess that's. Does anybody else think of anything else so we need to talk about bringing food wise?
Okay, so food wise, are we gonna like all make a smorgasbord? Are we all only gonna are we gonna each make or how are we gonna do that?
Spices. We need to bring our spices, right?
We'll have spices for sure.
Salt, pepper, sugar for
Well,
the coffee if people drink sugar.
bring a little bit. You know, you don't have
creamer.
to like bring a big old ass thing. Just bring enough for you, just in case. You know.
Yeah.
I'll get with Stevie B on all that.
Or
Yeah.
if there's something that you like that's
Yeah.
particular.
Well,
Specific.
if we're going to grill hamburgers, I got to have garlic on it. You know.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Well,
Yeah,
then you
we'll
better
for
bring
sure
that.
have
Yeah,
garlic.
that's what I'm talking about. We
Yeah.
all got our individual taste and stuff. You
Right. Right.
know. Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm good.
I
I don't
guess-
think I have any questions. I'll ask you next time.
Okay.
Yep. It was nice talking to everybody.
Okay, you guys, that's awesome. I'll talk to you guys later. This was a good show. See you guys next Thursday.
Yep.
And well, that's
I'm
a
not
wrap.
sure what we're talking about yet, but we'll figure it
Okay.
out.
Yeah, we'll figure
Bye
it
bye.
out.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Night.
Good
Night,
night.
guys.
I'm getting you there.
You're
Sheesh.
still live, dear.
Oh.
You didn't turn it off.